Welcome to Humanity First. Today we journey to the heart of West Africa, to Nigeria, a nation of many peoples, languages, and spirits. But there was a time when this land knew no Bible, no church bell, and no message of grace. Life was ruled by fear, fear of gods that demanded blood, of spirits that never forgave, and of death that offered no hope. And then light came, carried by men and women who crossed oceans not for gold, but for souls. This is the story of how Christianity came to Nigeria and how it changed a nation forever. First, we see the world before the light. Before the missionaries arrived, Nigeria's many tribes each had their own gods and rituals. In the north, powerful kingdoms like Kanem-Bornu followed Islam, while in the south, the Yoruba, Igbo, and Benin peoples practiced complex traditional religions. They worshipped idols carved from wood and iron, offered sacrifices to ancestral spirits, and feared witchcraft and curses. Every sickness, storm, or misfortune was blamed on unseen forces. Human life was cheap. Twins were killed at birth, slaves were traded like cattle, and women had no voice in spiritual matters. Fear ruled hearts more than love. In many villages, people lived under spiritual bondage, seeking peace, yet finding only ritual and fear. Then came the coming of the missionaries. Simple men and women carrying nothing but Bibles, medicine, and courage. In 1842, the first Christian mission landed in Badagry, near Lagos, led by the Wesleyan Mary Methodist Church. They were followed by the Church Missionary Society, Anglican, Roman Catholics, and Baptists. Among them was Samuel Ajayi Crowther, once a slave, now free, the first African Anglican bishop. Crowther translated the Bible into Yoruba and brought literacy and dignity to his people. But it was not easy. Missionaries faced malaria, hostility, and death. In Calabar, Mary Slessor, a Scottish missionary, fought tribal customs that killed twins and enslaved women. She walked barefoot through villages, rescuing babies marked for death, teaching mothers to read and preaching that every child, boy or girl, twin or single, is made in God's image. Others were beaten, imprisoned, or martyred, but they never turned back. Their message was simple: Jesus loves you, and you no longer have to live in fear. This light faced persecution and resistance. The gospel met fierce resistance. Local chiefs saw Christianity as a threat to their power. Witch doctors cursed missionaries for ending their trade in fear. Churches were burned, converts were beaten, and some families disowned their children for accepting Christ. Yet the light spread faster than the fire could burn it. Those who had once lived in fear now stood fearless. They sang hymns under the moonlight, built schools with their own hands, and refused to sacrifice to idols again. The darkness began to lose its hold. And then came a profound transformation and hope. Wherever Christianity took root, transformation followed. The first schools and hospitals in Nigeria were built by missionaries. Education became a light that lifted children out of ignorance and poverty. Women learned to read, slaves were freed, and communities found new unity through forgiveness and love. Tribes that once warred against each other prayed together in one spirit. Where fear had ruled, faith began to reign. The gospel did not just change religion, it changed culture, the value of life, the dignity of women, and the pursuit of knowledge all found new meaning under the light of Christ. Now we see the modern faith and legacy. Today, Nigeria stands as one of the most Christian nations in the world, home to tens of millions of believers, thousands of churches, and countless missionaries now going out from Africa to other nations. Yet the journey is not over. Persecution still rises in parts of the north, and believers still stand firm, echoing the courage of those who came before them. The same gospel that freed their ancestors now calls a new generation to bring light where darkness remains. In closing, from fear to faith, from bondage to blessing, the story of Christianity in Nigeria reminds us that light always overcomes darkness. The blood of missionaries and the faith of converts became the seeds of a nation reborn. And in every hymn sung, every Bible read, and every hand lifted in worship, the message remains: the darkness has not overcome it. Thank you for joining Humanity First. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe as we continue our journey, exploring how faith shaped the world.